Hello and welcome to Master Gradius's Let's Play of Planescape Torment. And this is a good time to play this game because they're coming out with, let's see, what is it called? It's from Obsidian Entertainment. They're pals with the people at In Exile who just came out with the Wasteland 2 game. And the game that Obsidian came up with is Pillars of Eternity, I believe. And that's going to be like similar to this game in its bizarreness. So let's get into it. Let's create our character. We're going to create a rogue, so we want to maximize dexterity. I want this person, we're gonna play, of course, the Nameless One. And he was just, a regular dude in the D&D universe. He had a girlfriend, and he had friends, and he was just swept away to another plane of existence and transformed into this Frankenstein-looking monster with tattoos and scars all over his body. We want a decent intelligence, a healthy constitution. We want to be average wise, average strength. Oh, charisma, we're bumping that up. Okay. That is acceptable.
Chief, you okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who are you? Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go east on the bub. Name's Morty. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Morty the Skull. Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. Where are we? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You've got scars aplenty though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back. Morty pauses. Say, looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back, what do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Morty clears his throat. Let's see, it starts with, I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Farad? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Morty pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll be up the sticks again, and whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happened to you, and they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. And for that journal I'm supposed to have with me. Was there one with me while I was lying here? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Some Burke's got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, at the door, all the doors are locked, so we need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. Is there other way. I don't want to kill them just for a key. What, you think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright. I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Search the shelves in the room. Okay. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, but they can't. Use it to put some distance if you need to recover. Alright.
Alright.
We've played this game before and have been through this. So we're just gonna loot, and this mod I have allows for a lot of stacking, which I love.
Alright.
I hate it because if it doesn't stack, it takes up too much inventory space.
Alright.
There's the scalpel. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now get at those corpses, and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me, Morty. Just a minute. I meant help in attacking the corpses. Me, I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me, or you'll be the next thing that I plunge the scalpel in. Alright, I'll help you. I'm glad we understand each other. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death, then. Let's go. Let's keep, scavenging.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
I wonder if there's a button that will highlight the like the items, you know, the items that you can pick up. So let's see, gameplay options, video options, keyboard mapping. Location? I guess not. We just have to hover over everything then. Okay.
I'm gone.
Quick save is Q.
Done.
Alright, let's kill something. This shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk-white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Examine the corpse, see if it's carrying a key. This corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use one if it did. Its fingers are broken, as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. I don't think we're going to talk to it. Maybe this one has the key. Corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand, its thumb and forefinger locked around it in a death grip. It looks like you'll need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Okay. let's equip that scalpel. I guess I for inventory.
Did you see that?
Thank you, Morty.
I'm gone.
Now we can get out of here.
All right. Done.
Some advice, Chief. I'd keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. Who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die sooner better than later. Why do Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Where did these corpses come from? Death visits the plane every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Did we already get into the caretakers? Yes. Okay. Okay, why not kill the female corpses? Are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys. No lopping their limbs off. Things like that. Well, Morty is a floating skull, so I guess I could see that he has a thing for corpses. Last chance, what are you talking about? Chief, they're dead, we're dead, and where I'm going? No, I don't know, actually. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine sinewy cadavers I see here. Morty starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Okay. Look, Chief, it's obviously you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. One, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Alright. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whether you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Okay. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, more importantly who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Alright.
Updated my journal. All right. I'm gone. I'm gone. All right. Done. All right. All right. I'm gone. Done.
This guy appears to be an important character. His name is Dahl. The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Oh, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with this scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Morty can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. Morty, and we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the better. Before Morty can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, Restless One. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless One, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, Restless One, no more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dahl. That question was but the first, Dahl. There is much I wish to know.
Updated my journal.
Very well, what did you wish to know? Okay, let's just go through these quickly. Alright, this is the mortuary. Fine, tell me about the mortuary. The dead of Sigil are brought in here and cremated. Okay. Shadow, there's a lot to ask. So let's just ask him everything and we can review it later in our journal. You're reading this, it's kind of interesting. The Nameless One arrived here on a cart that contained dead bodies.
Updated my journal.
Yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Dahl breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catches his breath minutes later. Your Seneschal Farad was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Farad? He is a collector of the dead. Dahl draws a ragged breath and continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death, and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Where can I find Farad? If events persist as they have, Restless One, you have a much greater chance of Farad finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he waddles in this time. I must find him. A slight warning creeps into Dahl's tone. Do not seek out Farad, Restless One. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Farad a few coppers richer. Accept death, Restless One. Do not perpetrate your circle of misery. Do you know where he is?
Updated my journal.
I do not know under which gutterstone Farad layers at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates, in the hive. Perhaps somewhere there, someone there will know where you can find him.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so we're in a city called Sigil. You sound ill. This game is super immersive and it has a huge story. Like, there's a novel's worth of information here. Or a novella. As you turn to leave, Dahl says, "Know this, I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here." Dahl coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. "It is the way of all things flesh and bone. And perhaps we will meet again, Dahl." And he really is a Dahl.
Done. I'm gone. All right. I'm gone. Done. Done. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Done.
She looks interesting.
All right.
See a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck make her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. Holy shit. She's a dangerous lady. I don't know if we want to fuck with this one.
journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head and addled looking too. Tap the woman, get her attention. Let's be bold. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees you, she frowns at you. She doesn't seem to have heard you. You, she clacks her talon fingers together and then makes a strange motion with her hands. Fine thread and embalming juice, bring here to Avine. Go, go, go. We've got a quest. I had some questions.
Updated my journal.
No, that's it. Okay. So she needs... She needs embalming fluid and I don't know what else. Interesting. Okay, so we need to get her some embalming fluid.
Done.
Let's check our journal. I met a dust woman and embalmer named Avine in the mortuary. Okay. She was nearsighted. Okay. There must be perhaps an... okay. Quests.
All right. Done. Done. I'm gone. All right. Done. All right. Done. I'm gone.
That should be the embalming fluid.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Done. Locked. All right.
Can I pick that lock?
Locked.
Now I just need some needles and thread.
I'm gone. All right.
Locked.
I love the way this looks, because the last time I played, it was in 800
Done.
resolution. And it just did not look this good. I guess we should go to the
Alright.
next level. strong enough to pull them out. They've been hampered in pretty tight. Okay. Alright, you know what? Morty is gonna see if he can borrow his body. I think this is new dialogue from the mods. I don't think he's in any position to object. Mort studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I'd need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Morty glares at you. Besides, you're the one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. At least I have all my parts. Morty snorts. You're not quite sure how he managed it without lungs. Let me tell you, Morty, there's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets. Morty snorts again. I should have let you rot some more, that is. Glad you feel that way.
All right.
Why are they attacking me? Alright, I'll be back.